Dior against Mitchell. And we're just about ready to get things started off. Mitchell wins the tip. Gets it to Gerald Evans. Passes it, gets it back. Three-point shot put up, a long two. Put up by Bilbrew. And it's 2-0 in favor of Inglewood right away. They didn't waste too much time.
Not whatsoever. You hear him calling him traitor. That's Julius Bilbrew. I tell you, he was here last year, a member of the Cougar effort, transferred over to Inglewood. Not being well received right now.
And the ball was turned over by the Cougars. Bilbrew again from his spot there. The rebound is taken by Ellis, but it's stolen away by Singleton. He puts it up and in off of the steal. So 2 points off of the turnover. Bringing the ball across is Raydale Marquez. Marquez gets it off to Pollard. Pollard going down the left side of the lane, puts it up and in. Isaiah, nice move down the weak side. Now the ball is taken by Bilbrew. Skips it across to Evans. Evans being double teamed. Zone defense being employed by the Cougars early on, who trail 4-2. Bilbrew dumps it down to Mitchell. And we have a push off on Mitchell. Pushing off on Victor Martin. So that'll be Mitchell's first personal, first team foul. And the Cougars have a chance to at least tie it up and take the lead this time out.
They absolutely do. And a great gesture by Coach Wardrop to give his seniors the start here tonight.
Marquez against Evans. Gets it across, and now Pollard stepped on the line. And it's out of bounds. Third turnover of the night. Early on. Less than a minute and a half in, or just over a minute and a half in, by the Cougars. The three-point shot taken and buried by Jamie Harper. Jamie Harper averaging 11.3 points a game, and that is number 61 as far as three-pointers on the season, Lucas. Marquez loses the ball. Here comes Evans, going coast to coast and lays it in. Timeout. Ben Wardup doesn't like what he's seen in the first minute and 57 seconds. 9-2 opening run by the Sentinels.
9-2 opening run. I think that's the end of the run for the starting seniors tonight, and they'll go back to their regular lineup, perhaps coming out this time out. We'll see what Coach Wardup does, but the notion is, and again, great gesture, don't fault it in the least bit, but I don't think he wants his deficit to get too deep before he comes back with his regular lineup.
Let's see if there's Miles Green coming in.
Well, you see A.J. Brevard is in. You already see big Victor Martin. There's
Marquez is still in.
There's Miles Green there, number 5. So.
And Dior Ellis gives them the length that they need out there.
Right.
Green brings it across. Gets it to Brevard. A.J. Now to Green, dumps it down low to Ellis. Ellis gets position, shot is blocked. Martin gets the rebound, puts it up, no. Rebound is fought for, and tipped back in. Mitchell has it after Bilbrew got the rebound. Mitchell is tripped up from behind, and it's going to be a foul on Miles Green.
Inside opportunity missed there by Victor Martin.
So the ball will be out of bounds, and yep, couple of missed opportunities for the Cougars. Now Bilbrew has it, wanted to take the shot, but it's stolen by A.J. Here he comes, doesn't have the numbers, but still puts it up and under. A.J. Brevard was outnumbered 4-1, Rufus, and still got the fast break layup.
Absolutely did. Nice move going to the basket by A.J.
Dump down low to Singleton. Singleton now to Bilbrew. On the baseline, no. Brevard with the rebound. Back they come. And now we have a push-off. Jamie Harper pushing off on A.J. Brevard. That'll be the second team foul, I should say, and the first personal on Harper.
And Brevard is one of those type of players. I mean, he can create his own shot. He can drive the distance, does everything on his own. So, you know, good drive by A.J. to draw that foul.
Marquez is out, and Enwy Valdez is in to give them some quickness and three-point prowess. Both Valdez and Brevard provide their long shot.
Well, they certainly have their 3 leading scorers out on the floor now in terms of A.J., Brevard, and Green.
A.J. has it, gets it over to Green, or actually that's Enwy. No, but Green is there to put it up and in. Miles starting out hot. And now cuts it to 6. So a good timeout taken by Ben Wardup. Evans for 3.
Puts it up and in, so that doubles up the Sentinels, makes the score 12-6 with a little over 4 minutes left here in the first, and this one's already rock'em sock'em, Lou.
Enwy Valdez gets the pick from Ellis, now gets it over to Green. Bad pass, being fought for, taken by Victor Martin. Easy bunny. Easy bunny for Victor Martin on senior night, cuts the deficit to 4. Under 4 minutes left to go in the first quarter, a fast-paced first quarter. Now taken by Bilbrew. Wheeled around back to Evans. Now Bilbrew loves that left side and puts it up and in. A long 2 for Bilbrew. Now you hear Trader from the faithful. As bringing it across is Miles. Green gets it to Victor Martin, who fumbles the pass out of bounds. Knew that he had to give and go. Victor Martin comes out, and in comes Aaron Estes. Gives them a little more speed out there.
Gives them a little more speed and a little more endurance.
Long 3-pointer taken. Rebound goes up and taken down after the Harper miss. Evans has it, goes down the lane, shows why he's the toughest little 5'2" in the Ocean League.
But he's going up against one of the better defenders in terms of Miles Green.
Dior Ellis puts it up and in. His first bucket of the game.
Yeah.
Ball down low to Singleton. Takes a shot off the rim. And Estes comes up with the rebound. Back comes A.J. Brevard in 4th gear. Dumps it off to Enwy. Lays it in.
And that's going to force Coach Patrick Roy pretty soon into a timeout, but he's going to go to his bench first. Looks like he's going to send in Corey Jones, the 16th senior, to see if he can stanch the flow a little bit.
Singleton puts it up, and he's fouled. So Singleton will go to the line to shoot 2.
Calls it on number 24 for the Cougars, and of course that's Dior Ellis that the foul goes against.
Joseph Singleton going to the line, just a 41% foul shooter, and shows why. Coming into the ball game is Randy Onwasser in for Bill Brewer. Bill Brewer, actually that was Singleton making the shot. And also coming in now is Corey Jones, a 6'2" senior, averaging almost 5 points a game. Coming in the ball game for a little toughness is Brandon Hood.
Brandon Hood, we had a chance to talk to Brandon. Boy, you talk about a real nice kid. I mean, just one of the nicest young men I've ever met doing this stuff, Brandon Hood. And boy, he brings a lot out here, averaging almost 2 assists a game.
A.J. misses everything. Back come the Sentinels with 2 minutes left to go in the first quarter. Gerald Evans has it now, going against Miles Green, puts it up, misses. Estes with the rebound. Evans says he was fouled. Long pass to Enwy. Enwy now gets it to A.J. Posting up Evans. Now Enwy throws up a 3 off the mark. Rebound is taken by Mitchell. And back on the Sentinels, but it's stolen by Miles Green. Here comes A.J. Gets a sweet roll off the grass.
I tell you, baby, and the crowd is going in at 17-14, 1.5 left here in the first. And we got ourselves a great game, Channel 22 fans, a great game.
Ball is skipped out of bounds. The throw by Jamie Harper as Randy Onwasor could not handle the ball. 1:15 left to go in the first quarter, 17-14. And the Cougars could tie this up This time down. Aaron Estes dumps it down low to Enway. That's AJ. Blocked from behind. Estes trying to get the rebound. It's going to be Inglewood ball, but Estes came in hard to get that rebound.
Yeah, Estes came in hard. I got to tell you, dual possession call win against the Cougars, though. And now Coach Patrick Roy decides that it's time to take a timeout on Hawthorne Lawndale's Community Cable Channel 22.
1:01 left to go in the first quarter, 17-14. And the timeout was taken at 9-2 by the Hawthorne Cougars and Ben Wardup. And since then, it has been a 12-6 run put up by the Cougars to get back in this ball game. Ever since A.J. Brevard and Miles Green and Enway Valdez came in, really put a spark in this Cougar offense.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, they turned what was a 9-2 deficit now into a 17-14 game.
Now with the ball is Jones. Jones gives it off to Evans, gets it back to Jones from the top of the key, doesn't get the roll. Aaron Estes with the rebound. The rebounding machine for the Cougars. Hood is fouled by Corey Jones. And Brandon Hood checking out the old horn to see if there's still something there and make sure all of his teeth are there.
Hood, a tough kid, though. You see him shaking it off. Got caught with an inadvertent hand to the mouth.
Just good hard action. A.J. Brevard gets the inbound from Enway. Now Estes from downtown. A long shot, no. Rebound is off to Corey Jones. Evans on the run. Scoop shot. Oh, pretty.
Nice scoop by Evans, boy. Laid it just in the right spot.
9 points for Evans. Enway trying to answer. Didn't get the roll. And back comes Inglewood.
Cougars starting now to favor the three-pointer and getting a running game up and down. Boy, they're fortunate that one didn't drop.
AJ couldn't handle it at the buzzer. That wouldn't have counted if it went. 19-14 in favor of Inglewood, and what a quarter that was, Rufus.
An exciting first quarter, Luke, for a Hawthorne team that was down 9-2 on senior night. Gave the seniors that don't get a lot of playing time to start. Great gesture. They recovered well, and right now only trail by 5 and only a missed basket or 2 from evening this thing up.
And now we have the battle of the Spirit Squad going on. And Hawthorne's, well, you know how I feel about them.
Yeah.
They're the best in the business.
Well, we know that this Hawthorne team, considering when you look at the effort the night we saw them play the losing Olympians back during pre-league, they showed that they can compete with anybody, bar none, and they're going to show that again tonight, obviously, in what was a three-point game when they met just 10 days ago.
19-14, second quarter just about ready to get underway. Inglewood clad in their navy blue with the green and white trim. Cougars in their home whites with the gold and red trim. Miles Green brings it across the line and gets it to Joseph Campbell in the ballgame for the first time. And A.J. Brevard in and out. Rebound is off to Ron Mitchell. And back comes Gerald Evans. He's going to slow things down.
Cougars need a defensive stop here, though. And they've got 2 of their better defenders out there in terms of Hood. And, of course, Green, always an outstanding defender. As Brevard pushes it the other way.
Has it tipped away by Evans. It'll be a Hawthorne ball after the miss by Jamie Harper at the other end.
And as you mentioned earlier, Luke, great story in the day's Daily Breeze. For those who are hearing this, pick it up. Today, January 9th, on A.J. Brevard. Just an outstanding feature on a nice young man.
It sure is. So 7:20 left to go in the first half. A 5-point Inglewood lead. Hawthorne is going to inbound the ball. And now is there some question about the shot clock?
I think that's what it's going to be about. Let's see if the adjustment is made to the clock, to the shot clock.
So all the pomp and circumstance is all of the seniors on the girls team, the Spirit Squad, and the boys team were honored tonight. As Brandon Hood gets it underneath, the shot is blocked from Campbell, and back comes Gerald Evans. His shot missed, but the putback is from Bill Brew, who has 6 points, and something with the clock there.
Now, well, we got, again, this is an operator issue, not a clock issue, all right? And that's what's important to note. When you're there, that's the first thing, and trust me, when you're an official, that's what you want to know. Do you know how to operate the clock, when to start it, when to stop it, etc., when to reset it? And right now, what they got is some issues with the clock operator, it would seem like.
So the score, there's the score, 21-14. Joseph Campbell, Miles Green, Brandon Hood.
Miles Green says, get back, let me work one-on-one with this one.
Tried to get it underneath as Campbell went one way, the pass went the other. It goes out of bounds, turnover by the Cougars. And Inglewood has a chance to expand their lead to at least 9. Ball is wheeled around to Bill Brew. Now to Evans. Evans with no fear gets it back to Bill Brew. Good zone defense being shown by the Cougars.
Excellent perimeter defense. Now the challenge will be what the inside is like. And just as we say that, Evans drops a three-pointer on him that makes it a 10-point lead, which is the largest lead of the game for the Sentinels.
And Evans has a dozen of those. He has half of their points, Rufus, as Miles Green gets it over to Hood. Stops at the elbow, gets it back out to Clark. Over to Hood. He'll try to answer that three and does.
Nice three-pointer by Brandon Hood. Boy, just when they needed it.
Absolutely. Ball is taken by
That's
Jones.
A travel.
And he walks halfway up to the ball. Looks like he was walked halfway to Hawthorne Airport.
Right, exactly. Well, it went up, came down, and then traveled again.
In the ball game, or out of the ball game, is Campbell. In the ball game is Dior Ellis again, getting some good minutes tonight on senior night. They need his height. Miles Green going against Anwasar, and Evans steals the ball and lays it in.
Evans with the steal on Brevard, scored a basket, so that'll heat up that rivalry a little bit.
And here comes AJ to try to answer too hard. Rebound is off, whipped out, Hood gets it back, whipped underneath. Once, twice, Brevard gets hammered. He'll go to the line. First personal on Andrea Anwasor. Third team foul, make that fourth team foul. And going to line to shoot two is AJ Brevard. AJ is a 67% free throw shooter. Ron Mitchell comes in for Gerald Ellis. Henry Valdez comes back in for the Cougars.
Wow.
Two misses, but Ellis gets the rebound. And A.J. Brevard says, here, let me drop in a three.
Well, he says 15 is too close for me. Come on, make it a little harder.
So it was a two.
Well, they give him a three on it because they had 17.
Oh, that's right.
And the signal was given by the official as well.
I had one more finger on my toe there. Sorry about that. With 4:40 left to go in the first half. And a 3-second violation on Ron Mitchell.
Sometimes the extra pass will create that situation. Ron Mitchell thinking that the shot's going to go up eventually. It doesn't, and he gets caught with the violation.
Hood Running the offense now for Ben Wardup and the Cougars. Gets it to A.J. Brevard. Ellis trying to penetrate. Gets it back out to A.J. for three. No. Rebound is off and taken by Jones. And back he comes for the Sentinels.
A.J. a little frustrated right now, not being able to find his shot. That shot blocked by A.J. against Bilbrew.
A.J. blocked the shot and is fouled by Ellis going by on the layup try. So it'll be 2 shots for Bilbrew after the foul by Dior Ellis, his second personal, and the third team foul. Timeout being taken by Ben Wardup. Julius Bilbrew, a 70% foul shooter. So they're trying to put him on ice?
Well, I don't. It's too early for that. I think Coach wanted to time out, but really what it gives the crowd a chance to do is to work up some new chants. They're enjoying themselves, giving Bilbrew the business tonight.
And it is a terrific game, a 6-point game for the Sentinels. Glad you joined us on Channel 22 Sports. It is the final week, and we are bringing you a basket full of games this week.
You're right, boy. You talk about this is a great game tonight. Thursday night we'll have another great one. We'll be over at Newhouse as the Olympians take on the Panthers of Peninsula.
And that's always a rip snorter in any sport. And one of the Inglewood faithful getting the mini wave going.
Yeah.
So going to the line to shoot 2 is Julius Bilbrew, the 6'2 junior, transfer from Hawthorne. So this is all but a must-win situation for Hawthorne. And this is going to get interesting for us here as the wave comes by us.
Right.
Bilbrew, feeding off the negative energy, makes the first foul shot. Makes the second one. Now with 8 points. And a 7-point ball game. Should be an 8-point ball game. It is. Ball is stolen from Green by Jones. Steps across. Can't get it to go down. The rebound is off to Harper, who brings it out and lets the offense set with 3:53 left to go in the half.
Right now, Miles Green, playing with the wrong kind of energy, Lou, and I'll talk about that in a moment. Making it a personal contest instead of a team contest. He just needs to settle down. We know what Miles can do. He's got to settle down and let the game come to him.
Now it's a 10-point ball game, and flying in is A.J. Brevard. And the foul is on Jamie Harper. That's his second and the 5th team foul. So A.J. going to the line to shoot 2. He's 0 for 2 from the line, but then after he missed the 2, Dior Ellis got the rebound, and A.J. buried the 3.
Exactly, and so I think this time, though, A.J. will do okay at the line. Much too good a player to miss 3 in a row, Lou.
So that snaps a little run by Inglewood. A.J. looking for the second. And now it's an 8-point ball game with 9 points for A.J. Brevard. Singleton and tries to break the full court pressure. Just barely does.
Way too much dribbling.
Jones with it, being guarded by A.J. Now to Singleton against Estes. Good defense by Hawthorne with 10 seconds left in the shot clock. Evans goes around to pick underneath to Bilbrew, and it's tipped in, partially tipped in by A.J. So 10 points for Bilbrew and his return to Courtney Jim. Miles Green with it against Jones. Steal by Singleton. Look out below.
Wow.
Count it. He'll go for the and one.
And that may be number 2 on Miles Green. I'm not sure. What do you have, Lou? Okay.
That is number 2 on Miles. Singleton got that to go. Now with 7 points, looking for 8. And it's a 12-point ball game.
And right now, Hawthorne players getting caught up in the emotion of the game rather than the competition of the game, and settling down and doing that is what they do.
AJ too hard off the glass. Ellis also too hard, but he'll get 2 from the line. With 2:28 left to go in the first half. Foul on Ron Mitchell, that's his second. And the 6th team foul. So now Inglewood is out of fouls. And Dior Ellis going to the line with 2 points. Just a 43% foul shooter. Makes this one. Corey Jones comes in the game for Mitchell.
Ron Mitchell is, in fact, the sentinel that goes off for Corey Jones. Or Carlos Thomas, I should say, number 24 who came in.
Carlos Thomas. So his first appearance of the game. Underneath the Bilbrew, and he stuffs it in.
Yeah. And you get a technical foul for hanging on the rim. That's going to go against Bilbrew. So he does something good and something bad.
But that was a slam dunk by Bilbrew.
Slam dunk was okay, hanging on the rim. No, the basket will count. It's the hanging on the rim that drew the technical.
Henry Valdez shooting the technical. Just his 3rd point of the game, Rufus. Missed that one, so now the Cougars will get the possession. Let's see if the Cougars can adjust at halftime. They've had their opportunities, but the ball just hasn't been going down. And Pat Roy was telling us before the game, the head coach of the Sentinels, that their main key was to shut down A.J. Brevard.
And here's the thing about a guy like A.J. Brevard, who's a shooter. His shot can start dropping at any minute.
As we've seen, he's a second half player. Green is fouled by Jones. That'll be 1 and 1, I do believe.
Should be according to the scoreboard.
Green will go to the line to shoot the 1 and 1. Miles only has 2 points. And Green is a 54% free throw shooter. A 12-point Inglewood lead. They struck very quick here in the second quarter.
Great front end of the 1 and 1 make by Miles Green.
Well, if the Sentinels are going to give him free throws, the Cougars are going to have to make them. It's just that simple, Rufus.
And in this case, Green makes a pair.
Makes it a 10-point game with 2 minutes left to go in the first half. Singleton picks up the dribble, and it's almost stolen. It is stolen by A.J., but out of bounds. It'll remain Sentinel ball.
Great hustle by A.J. Brevard as he comes up, takes a seat in the stands with the fans.
So, what if they're going to take, yep, they do knock the clock down to 28 seconds, no change on the possession. Singleton inbounds it to Evans. Being guarded by Brevard. Under 2 minutes left in the first half, a 10-point Inglewood lead. And now we have pushing off as Carlos Thomas and Miles Green were jousting, and that should be another 1-and-1 situation.
Well, no, it's a team control foul. That's why they won't shoot. That's all. They were in possession of the ball and they fouled, so you don't shoot on a team control.
Okay. So Green gets the inbound, being guarded by Anwasor. AJ gets it to Green, whips it down to Ellis, but it's stolen by Evans. And back he comes.
Great steal by Evans because, well, I got to tell you, they had him set up beautifully. Tough break. 4-point swing for the Cougars there. The 2 they didn't get and the 2 that they gave up.
Estes gets it to Green, whips it over to Ellis, puts it up, rolls out, batted up and in by Ellis.
Great second effort by Ellis on that play. Right now, the Cougars have got to have a couple of stops here if they want to keep this thing or cut into this 10-point deficit with under a minute left.
Under a minute left to go. Singleton trips over Green. Evans throws up a prayer, not answered. Rebound is tipped and taken. And we have a travel on Javon McClinton. Javon McClinton, a 6'2" freshman, coming into the game in the final seconds here of the first half with a 10-point lead, and why not put the youngster in there?
Yep.
Miles Green stops, puts up a prayer, he's fouled. Good continuation by Green to force that foul.
Excellent. Heard the whistle, threw it up. That's NBA stuff there, man. You hear the whistle, throw it toward the basket.
First personal on McClinton. So Green will go to the line to shoot 2. Is 2 for 2 with 30 seconds left to go.
Nothing but net.
5 points now for Miles Green. Trying to cut into this lead as much as he can. And gets that one over the rim.
Now, this is where you want your stop, Lou. You've worked it down to 8, which is a good margin to go into the halftime break with. You don't want to give it back. And with Evans, you got to protect against the three-point line as well.
You got to protect everything from Evans. He's just fast as lightning. And now a 5-second violation on Evans, who didn't make the pass.
So the Cougars got what they got exactly what they wanted. Now with 12 seconds to go, down by 8, they've got a chance to make it 6, maybe even 5. Shot clock's put to sleep, even though it shows lit on the board. There are only 12 seconds left in the half.
Aaron Estes talking with Michael Cotton right in front of us. Miles Green against McClinton. Green gets it to Estes for 3.
Oh!
How did that miss? Rebound somehow goes to Evans, and the horn sounds to end the first half of play. And Aaron Estes says, "Oh my goodness, how did that stay out, Rufus?"
Exactly. Wow. Wow. What a shot. Man, if you can see that again, I mean, just unbelievable. They set it up. They got what they want. Estes open from the left wing, puts a shot up. Three-pointer goes 80% of the way down and comes back out.
And we'll be back. Well, first of all, Rufus, let me ask you this. Besides stopping Gerald Evans, what do the Cougars have to do on offense to get back in this game?
Well, it's real simple. At the end of the day, A.J. Brevard, who, as I mentioned, A.J.'s a pure shooter. His shot will come. He had a tough going in the first half, had a couple of good looks, couldn't get him to stay down. He had 1 or 2 baskets. It'll come. That's all that matters there. You get him going, everything else takes care of itself.
And we'll be back with the third quarter right after this on Channel 22 Sports. Back at Courtney Gym, halftime just about over. And let's go over the scoring, 31-31 in favor of Inglewood, who are led by 15 points by Gerald Evans, 12 points by Julius Bilbrew, in his dubious return to Courtney Gym. 8 points for Joseph Singleton, 3 for Jamie Harper, and 1 point for Carlos Thomas. For the Cougars, they're led by A.J. Brevard with 9 points, 6 points for Miles Green, and 3 points for Enwy Valdez. He needs to get going. 3 points for Brandon Wood, 2 points for Isaiah Pollard, 6 for Dior Ellis, and 2 by Victor Martin. So Rufus, just about ready to get things underway. What do you think?
It's time to roll, baby. We got another 16 minutes of action.
Bill Brew dumps it down to Mitchell. The starters are back out there for the Sentinels, facing a 3-2 zone defense. Singleton has the ball tipped away, fights and gets it back to Bill Brew. Throws up a runner, no. Rebound is off to AJ.
Let's see how AJ gets the second half going, Lou.
He needs to have his usual
nice inside move. That's what you want to do.
Now his 11 points starts it off. We'll see if he has another big third quarter. It's a 6-point game. Ball is tipped by Miles Green, going against Evans, goes over Evans. Too hard off the glass. Evans gets the rebound, back to Mitchell. Mitchell to Singleton, back to Mitchell. Stolen away by Green, picks his pocket down the lane. 3-on-2 break for the Cougars to Enwy.
Wow.
Has his pocket picked by Evans, and back they come. 1 minute gone in the third quarter, and already a breathless pace. Evans slows it down and gets it to Harper. Back out to Evans. He'll go down the lane, puts up a runner, no. Rebound is off to Bill Brew, back to Evans. Now a long three-pointer by Harper, that won't go down. Rebound will go to the Cougars. Nobody touched it off of the rim.
New shot clock. Well, it was a new shot clock on the first miss by Inglewood. Now, of course, it's a fresh shot clock for the Cougars.
No pressure on Miles Green as he gets it across the timeline. Now Brevard, almost triple teamed, has his shot blocked by Bill Brew. He'll go up again and forces a foul.
Exactly. Great move by A.J. Brevard on the inside to draw the contact, Lou, to get to go to the line to shoot the pair.
That's Gerald Evans' first personal. First team foul in the second half. A.J. coming to the line with 11 points. Is 2 out of 4. Make that 2 out of 5 from the line. And what I've seen in looking over the first half stats is Inglewood gave the Cougars a lot of opportunities at the stripe.
They gave them a lot, and the Cougars didn't convert nearly as many as they should have. But right now we got a ball game, Lou, at 39-34, 6 minutes left in the third.
Bill Brew's runner doesn't go down. Rebound to Enwy. Long pass to Green, running down, trying to get around Evans. Now underneath, puts up the shot and gets it to go down. 8 points for Miles, and it's a 3-point ball game. Evans brings it across to Bill Brew. Back to Evans. Bill Brew has it. Tried to get it down low to Singleton, but it's tipped and stolen away. And Victor Martin ends up with it. Getting up slowly is Miles Green. AJ has his pocket picked. Evans goes in. 17 points, and Miles Green might be hurt. Here comes AJ. AJ puts up a runner. That won't go down. Bill Brew has the rebound. Back they come. Evans puts up the shot. He's fouled.
That's a tough one for Ja'Cory Clark to have to take. I got to tell you. Thought he had possession, and Evans initiated all the contact. Goes against Ja'Cory, though. So Evans will go to the line and shoot a pair.
Clark has his first personal foul, and Evans misses his first free throw. That's Evans' first shot from the foul line. Gerald is a 68% foul shooter. Misses them both. So let's see, this is the quarter of the Cougars as we've seen. They averaged 16 points, 13 points for the Sentinels in the third quarter. AJ backs in, gets it back out to Enwy for three off the iron. Rebound is off to Gerald Evans, up high.
Right idea, though, Lou. Got it to Winnie Valdez in the corner. He got a great look at it, just could not get it to drop.
Quickness by Evans keeps the ball in their possession. Harper's shot won't go down, but Bilbrew's does on the garbage. 14 for Julius. 43 to 36.
Yeah, Cougars just can't seem to get that basket, that big basket when they need it. Right now they're hanging around the 5 to 7 point margin, not able to get inside of that though.
Underneath to AJ, nice pass by Enwy. The shot won't go down, but he'll get two at the line. Foul is on Jamie Harper. That is his third. Second team foul in the half. AJ going back to the line to shoot two. Gets this one to roll around and in and gets his lucky number 13. Now it's a 6-point ball game again at 43 to 37. Makes the second.
Making a 5-point game, so again, right where the Cougars have wanted to be for a while, or have been. Really, they want to be in the lead.
Ball is dumped out of bounds as Victor Martin was draped all over Ron Mitchell. Is he going to get a foul? Yep.
Oh, yeah. If he's in the area code, he's going to get a foul.
That's just like the Shack attack there. Victor Martin just being in the area. They'll get a foul called on him. He said, I didn't touch him.
I know, yeah.
Yeah, but you gave him a compound fracture of the left clavicle.
Victor Martin has been a big part of this Cougar effort all season long.
What a great kid from a great family. And the ball is turned over with 4 minutes and 9 seconds left to go. Full court pressure by Bilbrew going up against Miles Green.
And this is a couple guys who a year ago were going against each other in practice. That's the second or third time that Green has slipped on the floor.
Slipped right on the paw. At center court. Just wondering if there's something going on there.
And the point that I made earlier, Lou, again, what you have, 5-point game, they had the ball, opportunity to make it 3, maybe 2, and again, a missed opportunity.
So let's see. Now it's dumped down low, thrown away by Singleton. And it's Cougars' ball. So they catch a break there, Rufus. With 3:45 left to go in the third quarter. Down by 5. Miles Green against Bilbrew. Goes baseline, gets it back out to Ellis. Has his shot blocked and he's fouled. And Dior will go to the line to shoot 2. Julius' second personal and the third team foul.
Great inside move by Dior Ellis to create that foul.
So Dior is 2 out of 2 from the line. The left-hander makes it a 4-point game. Now there again, your home timekeeper blowing the horn while your guys going to take the shot. Now it's a 3-point game as Brandon Hood will come in the ball game for Enwy Valdez.
Wow, well that substitution should have been made after the first free throw, because unless he's coming in for the shooter, he should have came in after the first one. But
Bilbrew out of the ball game with his second foul.
But they get the deficit to 3, which we've been talking about for a while. They have been at the 5-point mark and couldn't get it. So now let's see what happens here, if they can keep it going.
Gerald Evans tries to get around Aaron Estes. And the dueling number 3s, that duel is won by Aaron on the turnover. Just 4 by my count on Inglewood. 3-point ball game. And the Cougars have a chance to tie this time down. Estes down underneath the AJ.
Look by Estes. 1-point ball game. 43-42. The Cougars have just about made it all the way back, Lou.
6-0 run employed now by the Cougars. Coming down is Harper. Gives the ball off. Harper gets it back against A.J. Raises up. Shot is short. Rebound. No. Ellis is hammered over the top by Mitchell. That's the third personal on Ron Mitchell. So we're going to go the other way. That's the fourth team foul.
And Coach Pat Roy, you know, who knows his team so very well, like I said, head coach at Inglewood for the past 18 years. Doesn't even flinch a muscle. Just looks down his bench, calls in a substitute, and says, hey, guys, let's just keep rolling.
The Sentinel machine. They are the Sentinels. Just roll out another one.
And they have won many championships and a couple of sectional titles during this 18 years.
2:40 left to go in the third quarter. Cougars have a chance to take the lead this time down, and Joseph Singleton, too aggressive on defense, commits his first personal, and that is foul number 5 on the Sentinels.
Now, that becomes a big factor as they're now 2 away from putting them in the bonus. Wow.
Ball is thrown away by Ellis. Here comes Singleton. Gets it and one. 10 points for Joseph after the bad pass by Miles Green.
Turnovers.
So that'll be the third personal foul. And Singleton can't make the end one. 3-point ball game again for the tie. No, rebound is off. All right, underneath Ellis, who gets the ball back. Over to AJ, down the lane, up and under. AJ Brevard with 18 points, Rufus.
And once again, back within a point. So that's the next hurdle that they want to clear. They cleared the 5-point hurdle. They cleared the 3-point hurdle.
And now let's see what's going to be called here. Another clock operator problem with 2 minutes left to go in the quarter. And they put 27 up on the shot clock for the Sentinels. So it'll be out of bounds underneath their own basket.
That's one of the things.
And now Ben Wardup wants to, you know, what would the referees be talking about right now, Rufus?
Well, Wardup apparently brought something to his attention that had to do with, okay, if they brought the ball in the front court, I'm assuming it's a clock issue again. I have no idea what he said to him, but apparently they're going to play on. And if it was a clock issue, they decided to leave the clock exactly. Well, now. Okay, the official switched.
So now, ball is inbounded by Inglewood with under 2 minutes left to go. 3-point shot is an air ball by Harper.
Settle down.
So they can take the lead this time down. A.J. Brevard going up against Harper. Trying to go baseline, does. Gets it back out. Rebound is put up and in. First lead of the ball game for Hawthorne on the shot by Miles Green. Miles Green puts him ahead with his 10th point at the 1:35 mark.
And that basket gives the Cougars the lead for the first time since the first quarter, Lou. As a matter of fact, I think that might be their first lead.
That's their very first lead of the game, Rufus. Singleton with it, puts up the shot. No, rebound is off to Green. Here they come. Fast outlet to Aaron Estes. Tries to get it to Ellis. It goes off of Ellis's hands and out of bounds to Inglewood. Aaron maybe should have just held up and set the offense.
Well, certainly should have. Sometimes you gotta understand the flow of the game. You know, they got into a racehorse maneuver that really wasn't the play to make.
Thomas going up against Estes, but it was a good try because they were on the fast break and did have the numbers as well. So Monday morning quarterbacking by me on a good play by Aaron Estes. Shot off the glass, Aaron Estes. Actually, that's A.J. Brevard comes with the rebound. Here comes a 3-on-2. Stops, gets it to Estes. Pass is taken by Estes. Tries to get it away And here comes Evans away with it. Harper throws the ball away. Evans somehow gets it. Over Hood and Brevard. No, rebound is up and put up and in. Yes, by Singleton.
Well, there was 2 trips down that the Cougars came up empty, Lou, with turnovers. All because, again, the pace of the game did not favor them. Now they look to slow it down. Shot clock's off. They're playing for the last shot here in the third quarter, trailing by 1 at 47-46.
AJ, top of the key for the lead back. He got it with 2 seconds left, 49-47. AJ Brevard is just heating up, folks. 21 points for AJ. And that's a dozen here in the third quarter.
And how many did you say AJ has at this point?
21.
21, okay. Season average, of course, 27. And he's obviously on pace to make that. Right now, he's on a 28-point pace.
And A.J. Brevard doing it from the line and beyond the arc, also on the defense. And if the Hawthorne Cougars can keep their patience and keep their wits about them, they can maybe extend this lead against a tougher, more experienced Inglewood Sentinel team.
Well, they've got to resist the temptation, Lou, to be drawn into a frenetic up and down pace, all right? They got to run a half-court offense. They got, you know, and I know that may not be the natural style, but you got to milk the clock for one thing, and you got to get good looks. Now, when the break is there, you take it, but you don't attempt to create a fast break that doesn't exist.
Believe it or not, Rufus, by my math, which is anything but new, the Cougars outscored the Sentinels 18-9 in that quarter.
Sounds good enough to me.
You're the numbers man.
Well, and I agree with you. It was an 18-9 quarter.
Okay. As long as your paperwork agrees with mine, we're okay.
And they've got a 2-point lead.
And here we go.
Courtesy of A.J. Brevard's three-pointer to end the third.
Brandon Hood won't go down. Rebound is off to Singleton. He'll get it to Evans. Boy, what a spitfire he is for this team.
And that was a good-looking shot by Hood. No problem whatsoever with that shot.
7:30 left to go in the ball game. 49-47. Ball dumped down low to Singleton, going up against Ellis, and he's fouled by Ellis. Singleton will get 2 shots at the line. Ellis with his 3rd personal and the 4th team foul. As you see, Singleton there before he goes to the line. Makes this one, and now Joseph with 13 points. So Singleton ties the ball game up at 49.
Victor Martin comes in for a little muscle. He's going.
Aaron Estes is out also. And Campbell coming in for him. Slight pressure being employed by the Sentinels, Rufus.
Well, token pressure at best. They've got 3 ball handlers on the floor with Brandon Hood, A.J. Brevard, and Miles Green. And Campbell, a secondary ball handler.
Triple teamed. Hood gets it back after it goes off with a shin.
Wow.
Nope. Ball ends up on the out of bounds line.
Well, yeah, he stepped out of bounds again. One of those situations you don't like, missed opportunity.
Well, the pass into AJ went off of his shin, and Brandon did a good job just to get it back. And now Brandon out, and back in the ball game is Ja'Cory Clark.
Along with Winnie Valdez.
Enwy has been doing it on defense, not too much on the offensive end. Singleton breaks the 3-2 defense, gets his own rebound, and finally taken away by Clark. AJ AJ going up against Harper and a block on Harper.
Good call, good call, good call.
Now the Sentinels are out of fouls. And for Harper, that's his number 4 by my unofficial count.
For all Harper, but we know officially it's 16 fouls.
Clark inbounds it to AJ. Evans is all over the place. Now Clark setting up the play. Gets it to Enwy. Enwy being guarded by Singleton.
20 on the shot clock, plenty of time. They can settle down. All you gotta do is settle down.
Enwy has a shot blocked by Singleton.
Way too much time on the shot clock to feel like you gotta do that. Bad decision that time by Valdez.
And that's one of the major reasons why Enwy Valdez hasn't been scoring, is because he's being guarded by Joseph Singleton, as that shot was made by Bilbrew with 16 points. Gerald Evans steals the ball, and now it's a 4-point lead, a 4-point lead.
So just like that, you go from up by 2.
And Singleton almost stole it again. So Evans now has 19 points to lead the Sentinels. A.J. Brevard leads all scorers with 21. Out of the ball game is Harper.
And a big possession coming here for the Cougars, Lou. A really, really big possession. Still lots of time left, fans. 5:45 left in the game. But by my count, make a note of this. They're down by 4. Boy, they had drawn even. They actually had a 2-point lead.
And the Cougars haven't scored in this quarter. They turned the ball over again.
Another missed opportunity. You're right, they've been outscored 6-0 so far.
Evans goes around everybody. Now he has 21 points. Ben Wardup doesn't like what he sees, and he wants a full timeout with 5:14 left to go, down by 6.
Well, one of the things he's going to need to do is that he's going to have to get Estes back in the game. Got to get Vic Martin out. The pace of this is a little too fast for Vic Martin to be a factor in the game.
So with 5:14 left to go, the Sentinels come out on fire to open up the quarter. On a 9-0 run to open it up.
Exactly.
So again, great defense by Joseph Singleton on Enwy Valdez. Enwy, only 3 points, has 1 field goal. That was all the way back in the first quarter.
Wow.
So they haven't been able to stop AJ, but his sidekick, Enwy Valdez, who averages 10 points a game, has just been completely shut down.
Right now with 5:14 left, the Cougars have got it. They've got to get their mojo back and get back to what they did in the third quarter when they outscored them 18-9.
That's as many points as the Sentinels scored all quarter in the third quarter.
And in fact, we say 18-9, they outscored them 18-8.
Valdez now against Evans has the better matchup, one would think. Now Estes gets it to Brevard, is double teamed, has the ball stolen away. Another fourth quarter turnover.
Now you gotta go from offense to defense.
Valdez against Estes on check that's Miles Green. And now Singleton is fouled by A.J. Brevard. That's just AJ's first personal. But now both teams are out of fouls.
Now both teams are out of fouls. Fouls each way sends the opponent to the free throw line. And Coach Patrick Roy decides he wants to take a timeout. 4:39 left. Boy, you know,
also,
so much at stake for the Cougars, Lou, in terms of playoff positioning. They're fighting for that third place spot in the Ocean League. as I said there, you got 4 teams that are in the hunt, 2 that are legitimately in the third place hunt, and another 2 with losses going either way. The team at the bottom could end up being the third place team.
So the Cougars trying to get it done here at home, return the favor on the Sentinels, by a 2-point game up at their place. 63-61, I believe, was the score in that one.
Yep, 63-60, you're right.
That's right, 3-point game. And a raucous barn burner that was. So time back in, 4:30 left to go. And the clock now is becoming more of an ally to Inglewood. Now they're taking a lot of time here, Rufus, facing that zone defense. Evans dumps it down low to Mitchell. Hangs in the air. Beautiful hanging jump shot by Ron Mitchell.
Definitely hung in the air. 8-point game lead.
And Ron Mitchell,
okay,
that's just his first bucket of the game.
You know, this is where your own team, your own game management is working against you. They're interrupting breaks. The clock's going off at inopportune times. And quite frankly, to be honest with you, it's nothing short of, you're an official, nothing short of a mess, okay, at the table. That's what it is. I know they're students. I know they're doing their best. But here's what's happening, is that the table is now a part of the game, and it's having a negative impact on the home team.
Yep, it has all night. 3:56 left to go in this one. All of a sudden, a 2-point lead is turned into an 8-point deficit. We're having a little battle within a battle here, Rufus, as the Spirit squads are going back and forth, and one of the Hawthorne faithful just did a standing backflip.
Well, as long as we just have fun and enjoy here in the arena, and when it's all said and done, win, lose, or draw, everybody gives each other a smile, a pat on the back, a handshake, and we move on. Then that's what makes it a good evening.
Dior Ellis has 8 points tonight. He's really pitched in a bunch. Miles Green with 8 points. And AJ took over in the third quarter as Pat Roy's bunch led AJ out of the barn. It looks like they've corralled him again here in the fourth quarter. Fourth quarter halfway gone, Rufus.
You're exactly right. It's an 8-point game. If they're going to make them move, now is the time.
Miles Green spins around with an air ball. Singleton with the rebound. Gerald Evans speeds it across the timeline. Gets it to Thomas. Now to Mitchell. Mitchell is fouled by Miles Green. So Miles playing aggressively. That's his third personal, Rufus.
Okay, Miles playing that sticky Miles defense. So what I tell you, you know, that's what he does and does best. If you recall the losing game, I mean, just strip after strip after strip. Ron
Mitchell going to the line to shoot the 1-and-1 with 79% free throw shooter. Rebound is off and taken on the offense by Bill Brewer.
It's almost as if though Hawthorne lost track of the fact that it was a 1-and-1.
Evans has it against Hood. Evans has the ball tipped away, but the rebound goes to Singleton in the right place, but his shot goes awry. Dior Ellis with the rebound to Hood. Brings it up in a hurry. Down to AJ, has the ball blocked from behind. Are they going to call a goaltending? Yes, they do.
Now you got to turn around and play pressure defense where you got yourself. Okay. You know.
Finally, at the 3:08 mark, the Cougars score their first bucket of the fourth quarter. And that snaps a 10-0 run. Mitchell is fouled by Hood.
You say it was on the ground, it'll still be a 1-and-1.
So Hood, his first personal, 8th team foul. And this is a 2-shot foul by Mitchell. Missed his only other try at the line. So every point by the Sentinels makes it that much harder with just 3:02 left in the ball game. 58-51 in favor of Inglewood. Mitchell misses, but another rebound on the miss by Inglewood.
Big offensive rebound by the Sentinels, boy.
Singleton really taking over on the glass. Ellis with the block, but also the foul.
Wow.
So Dior Ellis, that's foul number 4. 9th team foul. And now it's the Sentinels who can ice it from the line.
And this is a two-shot foul.
Julius Bilbrew with 17 points, Rufus. Makes the next one. Now it's a 9-point game again. 18 for Bilbrew. 3-point shot put up by Green. That's Estes. That's an air ball. Aaron, a pretty good 3-point shooter.
Pretty good three-point shooter. Estes is exactly right, boy. Now
Gerald Evans going in. He's double teamed. Now Singleton
That's
knocks over everybody. That should be, well, it's a travel at the least. Could have been a player control foul for knocking down Brandon Hood. So 2:20 left to go in the ball game. Let's see if Hawthorne has one more run in him. As Miles Green out jumps Gerald Evans. Back over to Estes. Look out below. He's blocked from in front by Bilbrew. Jump ball, and that will be Inglewood ball. But now there's some disagreement on the possession arrow.
Well, the possession arrow was correct that it's going to be Inglewood's ball. Then the electricity at the table went out.
Uh-oh, that's right.
For a moment. Now it's back on. And the official, Steve Landsman, is over saying, can you kids get this right for just 2 minutes and 29 seconds? And I don't have to come back here anymore this year, okay? Just do me that. That's one of those situations, you know, a head coach has a lot of responsibility and a lot of things to do. But I'll guarantee you, there's some guys we know. You take a Coach K or Bobby Knight, guys like that, Roy Williams, you won't see that sort of stuff at their program. Not in my house. Is my table gonna work against me?
Wardup still teaching, still coaching out there. Still time. Not much, but there's still time.
Not much, still plenty of time. I mean, you're only 3 threes away, but obviously, let's face it, whatever you gotta have defense at this point.
Mitchell with the layup.
Now you're out of time.
5 for Mitchell. It's an 11-point game now. A.J. Brevard puts it up. Would have gone for the and one, but A.J. will go to the line to shoot 2. But what an answer by Inglewood after playing duck and cover in the third quarter.
Yeah. They have outscored them 15-2 here, Lou, in the third quarter. I mean, the fourth quarter, excuse me.
Brevard will go to the line. No points here in the fourth quarter. After scoring a dozen in the third. And that snaps a 6-2 run, 5-0 run.
And obviously one of the reasons that the fans aren't real happy with Julius Bilbrew playing for Inglewood, and that is, if you can go over and start for Coach Pat Roy, you're a pretty good ball player.
Thomas has it. They'll hold it up with 2 minutes left. Miles Green doing a little theatrics. Ball gets knocked out of bounds. It'll still be Hawthorne ball. I have to correct myself. AJ did have one bucket here in the fourth quarter. He has 25 points now. But still, his team trails by 9 with 1:56 left to go. 23 seconds left on the shot clock for Inglewood. Harper with it. And a blocking foul, a little bit of a ticky-tack foul on A.J. Brevard.
Wow.
Now it's double bonus time. And that is the second one on A.J. Brevard. Seeing a lot more shoving in the men's room.
Absolutely. I got it.
As Harper goes.
I agree with you on that one, Lou. That one, wow.
There's more jostling up here for space when you had the sandwich. 2 quick foul shots. 5 points for Jamie Harper, his first points since the first quarter. And now Ben Wardup isn't too happy with that call either. So 64-53. Ben Wardup knew that it was, and his players knew that this was a must-win situation. So now with 1:52 left to go, their postseason is in the hands of somebody else, and you don't like to have that.
No, you don't. You don't. You always want to be able to control your destiny. And right now, I mean, you're exactly right. It's out of their hands completely.
But miracles happen. But so far, the Sentinels are standing strong at the gate with Mitchell, Singleton, Evans, Harper, and Thomas.
Well, again, no surprise, again, in the Patrick Roy coach team in terms of what they've been able to accomplish this year. Not one of their stellar years at 15-8 overall, but nonetheless, it's going to be good enough to get them in the playoffs.
Who have they lost to here in the Ocean League? I would imagine Santa Monica would be one of them.
That's what I guess. I'm going to look here. I think we got that, Lou.
Estes waiting for help. Gets it to Hood. Hawthorne has to score early and often. Green gets a pick. Now to Brevard for 3. Off the mark. And Hood fights for the rebound with Mitchell. It will be Hawthorne ball. But A.J. Brevard all of a sudden ice cold here in the fourth quarter.
They lost to Santa Monica at Santa Monica on the 15th of January, 67-58. And then they lost to Santa Monica at home, 75-53.
A.J. now with 27 points. 64-55 is the score. Gerald Evans wanted to penetrate against Hood, brings it back out. Stolen by Estes. Over to Brevard, lets Evans go by, puts it up, no. Rebound by Hood, he'll put it up. Wow. That won't go. Rebound, chased down, Hood will get it. Hood is tripped and knocked down by Ron Mitchell, and that's his 4th personal. But Gerald Evans, just by being there, bugged A.J. Brevard enough not to get that bunny. And is that 5 on Mitchell? Must be. Into the ball game is Demond Rogers, a 5'6" junior. So Hood will go to the line to shoot 2. Just 3 points from him tonight, a three-pointer in the second quarter with 1 second left. And that's going to, 1 minute and 1 second. Didn't see that one over there. So Hood missed the opportunity. Singleton lay it up and in to Harper.
Well,
7 points for Jamie. 66-55. AJ shots long. Hood gets the rebound. Ball is stolen by Singleton, who's had a terrific fourth quarter. 25 seconds left to go in this one. Shot clock shouldn't even be on. And Brandon Hood commits the foul on Gerald Evans. And the Sentinel crowd here at Hawthorne High School starting to celebrate.
Yep. Hey, great game. A lot was at stake. Cougars gave it a great effort, though. Can't take anything away from the effort. Inglewood just outplayed them tonight.
Evans misses the front end, makes the back end.
Now you got moms getting in on the spirit stuff. Come on, that's it. Stop it now. Stop it. Stop it already.
Well, check that. Evans makes them both. 68-55 is our score. Green puts it up. Can't go down, and the rebound is off to Singleton. Singleton just too big for these Hawthorne Cougars. Joseph Singleton, 6'5" junior. We got another year watching this kid.
Right. Oh, he's a player.
He's going to be playing on Thursdays and Saturdays somewhere in a couple of years.
Yep.
As do so many that come out of this program. Aaron Estes for 3. That won't go down. 5 seconds left to go in this one. Evans walks the ball across, and that is going to be the ball game. So the final score here from Kai Courtney Gym. The Inglewood Sentinels 68 and the Hawthorne Cougars 55. The Sentinels improved to 16-8 overall and 7-2 in Ocean League action. Meanwhile, the Hawthorne Cougars fall to 10-16 overall and 3-6 in Ocean League action, and they'll wait to see what happens in the Ocean League come tomorrow morning.
And we will see, little boy, tough fourth quarter for the Hawthorne Cougars. They get outscored in the fourth, 21-6.
And a lot of blanks there. The only one to put up anything in that fourth quarter was A.J. Brevard, who put up all 6 points. Well, all but one of the points came from the starters on Inglewood.
Okay.